Everybody, today we're doing a video for GTA Car Kits and a 2005 Scion XB. And I'm gonna, for now, from what I see, you're only gonna need a Phillips screwdriver to install this kit. So we're gonna start off by removing the climate control knobs. And you're gonna see that there's two Phillips screws right here. So we're gonna just remove them. This one will come on. I can use my magnet to take this one out. So once you remove those, the panel, this whole panel is ready to come out. So we're just gonna get our hands in the bottom here and pull it off. We are starting from the bottom because there's these two clips that when you put it back you have to first put them in, so the same way when you take it out you gotta start from the bottom. And at the back here you're gonna have three connections that you have to remove. So this is the first one. You just press on the clip and it comes off. Same at the bottom. The other two have the clips at the bottom, just like that. We're gonna put it to the side. Now, as you can see here, there's supposed to be two screws on each side holding the radio, but there's the bottom ones are missing. But on your car, you're most likely gonna have them. So we're just gonna go ahead and remove the two top ones that are left over here. So we just removed the remaining screws and the radio is ready to come out. Once you remove it, you're gonna see here that there's a few empty ports, and the smaller one is the one that we're gonna be using for our kit. I'll show you the kit. You have the module in the middle. This is the cable that is gonna go at the back of the radio. And the other side you have two connections. One is an auxiliary and the other one is for your iPod, iPhone connection. So we're just gonna take the harness cable. We're gonna take the radio out and plug it in. And once you plug it in, before you put everything back, you gotta test it. So we're gonna go ahead and test everything to make sure that it works. We're gonna take our keys. Once the radio is on, you're gonna see that to access the module, you're gonna have to press the disk button twice. If you press it once, it's just gonna take you to your regular CD, and if you press it again, it's gonna get you to the CD1 option, which you didn't have before, and it's gonna say disc 4 track 8. We're gonna show you first with the auxiliary. So auxiliary is simple, you just plug it in. Press play, and you can control everything from the phone. And that's the disadvantage of using the auxiliary, that you have to control everything on your actual phone, and then your controls on the radio won't work except for volume. You can turn the volume up here. So that's the auxiliary, and when you're using the auxiliary, the numbers here don't change, but when you plug in the iPod iPhone connection, the actual numbers are going to change. So right now it's disc 1 track 1, and this is what we call the hybrid mode. And in this mode you can switch the music both from the radio and from the actual phone. And if you use the disc up buttons, if you go to disc 2 and up, that's gonna be your playlist. And if you press text now, you're actually gonna see it's gonna say playlist 1, a state of trance, it's a song name. And if you go to disc 3, that's gonna be your second playlist, and so on. And if you wanna come back to the hybrid mode, you just press the disc back button. You can also use the fast forward button if you wanna scroll through the song. If you would have the steering wheel controls, you can also control it through the steering wheel. And otherwise, that's pretty simple to use. And once you disconnect the connection, it's going to return back to disc 4 track 8. So once you do that, and you made sure that everything works properly, you can turn it off. The next task is to run the cables. On this car, from what I see, you can either run the cables, and I think this is the best place in this compartment right here, and you would just have to drill a hole right here and run the cables inside, and the hole would have to be the size of our iPod cable at the end where it plugs into the module. Another thing that you can do if you don't want to drill anything, you can run the cable to the glove box. That's also, if you take the radio out, I think you can reach in there. You can actually reach it through this bottom part. I can see that you can just put the wires through and drop them inside the glove box and have your cables come out of there. So that's the two ways to run the cables in this particular car. So again, this was a video for GTA Car Kits and a Scion XB. I hope you liked the video, and we'll see you next time.